And welcome back to our 2023 position breakdowns of the Miami football team going into this 2023 season, September 1st at Miami, a Friday night game at the Hurricanes. I'm Steve Baker, the voice of the Redhawks, along with head coach Chuck Martin. Today, taking a look at the defensive secondary. And just looking over the list, Coach, that's an area that you had to address and I think maybe still have some questions about going into the fall.
Yeah, it's again, it should be a deep group. We got all our starting safeties back. Eli Blakey got hurt and missed. Eli Blakey was starting at safety and then got hurt, unfortunately, at the end of the Buffalo game and missed the rest of the season, basically. You've got Jaquez Warren back, who's played safety, who's played nickels, played great wherever he played. You got Ambe Caldwell back, who started part of last year and has a lot of depth and can play multiple positions. You got Michael Dowell, who had a monster year from St. Ed's back. So you've got four returning safeties. So basically, you got your whole two deep at safety back. You also have Cy Walters, who's a safety nickel, who's been our fifth. He's been instrumental on special teams. We put him on scholarship this fall. He's from Lakota West. He's our fifth safety. He's back. So you have all those kids back, safety/nickel. So you have some great depth there, and we have some new kids we like. Corner, you had Yassine McKee. Yeah, John Saunders. Unfortunately for us, it was critical down the stretch. Yassine was having a great year for us, blows his knee out against Akron. We really missed him the rest of the season. Some teams had thrown the ball on us, and made some big plays over our heads. OU threw the ball overhead a couple times. UAB threw the ball overhead a couple times down the stretch where Yassine would have been and wasn't there, and our backups weren't as consistent as Yassine. So losing John in Mississippi State hurts. You got to try to replace them. We have some young guys we really like. Rayon Strader is a true freshman who was a mid-semester kid who had a great spring. Caleb Tubbs has all the ability in the world to come in and compete and win a starting job. TJ Rush is another young player that can definitely play. His high end is good enough to be a top end MAC corner. His inconsistency is what he needs to correct. We brought in Devin Johnson a year ago as a freshman who did some nice things as a rookie, and then we brought in a couple transfers. Jeremiah Caldwell and William Hardwig at the end of spring, so they haven't even practiced with us. One's from Belleville, Michigan. One's from Adamsville, Alabama. They both have talent. We'll see. So we need Frizz to get back healthy, which he should be cleared and ready to go for Miami. His injury was early enough in the year that it hurt us down the stretch, but the good news is they had surgery and he should be back for the start of the year. Or certainly shortly thereafter, which if Frizz is there, you got one corner, then you've got your other starter and you've got your backups. And you got your backups and it's wide open. We have the talent there. It's not experienced, and we have some kids that need to step up. So that's a critical position for our entire football team, but particularly our defense, because we have every other starter back on defense besides Ryan McGuinn. And even at corner, we only lose John, but we do lose some backups there that were depth guys. And again, I'm okay with them moving on. They weren't very consistent. And they decided to look at other places, which is going to create opportunities for some of these kids. So we have to get consistency at the corner position. We have the ability to do it. We get Frizz back. We really only got to find one guy. We probably got 5 or 6 guys fighting for one spot, which is always good to have that type of competition.
Yep. Head coach Chuck Martin again talking about the defensive secondary of the Redhawks. Coming back in our next episode, we will talk about the Miami tight ends here on MiamiRedhawks.com.